Hello and welcome from Glasgow High School Gymnasium. This evening we have a girls doubleheader. We have a junior varsity game first, immediately followed by a varsity game. The Lady Scotties are entertaining the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats, and the first game will be the JV game, and it's a 6-minute quarters. Now the varsity girls play 8-minute quarters, junior varsity 6-minute quarters. Their coach is Vicki Johnson. They're just introducing one of their starters. She's Mandy Simmons. Her running mate at guard is Dina Meredith. Number 50 is Nicole Smith. Forward, Trixie Shields wearing 44. And that must be Heather Graham, 51. She's got her warm-up jersey on. And they have one substitute, and that's Latasha Meredith, wearing number 23. For Coach David Johnson and his Glasgow High School Junior Varsity team, number 14, Tracy Kessler. She will be at one guard. Number 50 is Melanie Cox. She's the other forward. Iris Sewell wearing number 10. And Lori Crowley's wearing 52. Let's see, they're introducing the reserves right now. Okay, at guard, Lady Scotties have Melanie Cox wearing number 50. She's a 5'9" sophomore. Her running mate, Tracy Kessler, 5'4" sophomore, wearing 14. Misty Gray at pivot. She's 5'5", a sophomore. She carries number 30 on her jersey. Iris Sewell at one forward, wearing number 10. She's a 5'3" sophomore. Laurie Crowley is the other forward. She's 5'6", sophomore. Reserves, Jamie Long. She'll be wearing number 20. Melanie Moore wears 22. Allison Vance wears 24. Jane Nelson, 34, and Allie Armstrong, 40. So a lady doubleheader here, Edmonson County Wildcats visiting the Glasgow High School Lady Scotties. We're about ready for the tap as Smith stands in and she and Cox goes up. It's going to be taken by Cox. Cox over to Kessler. Tracy coming across the timeline. And a 1-2-3 zone. As it goes around the perimeter over here on the corner to Sewell. And under, let's see, Gray comes out. Over to the Iris Sewell. It's going to take me a few minutes to get used to these young ladies. So pardon me if it takes, we just got hooked up. Iris Sewell, number 10, puts the Lady Scotties on the scoreboard. The Lady Scotties 2, Edmonson County nothing. This is Edmonson County's first possession. A long, high arching shot put up by Meredith. Taken off in there by the Lady Scotties, Tracy Kessler. Kessler works to the left side. She reverses, goes to the right side. She's out on the perimeter. She goes over to Sewell. Sewell gives it under Crowley. Crowley back out front to Kessler. And taking the shots, Cox, not there. Sewell with the rebound. Goes all the way back out. Melanie leaves it with Kessler. Scotties lead 2-0. Over to Sewell, drifting out in the corners, Crowley. He's coming dangerously close to getting trapped in the right corner over there, but still got a 5-second count on her, so it will be the Lady Wildcats, far side, back court. As Honor dribbles and coming across the timeline, Mandy Simmons. Taking a long shot and not there was Shields. Gets her rebound, puts it back up. Shields ties this basketball game up, 2-2. 4:23 left in this first period. Remember, 6-minute quarters. Has moved to the right, Kessler. Kessler has the ball batted away. Cox saves. Melanie leaves it with Kessler. Tracy dribbling to the right. Leaves it to Sewell. And we have a whistle on the floor, and we have a lady referee coming over and motioning 1-4, I do believe, or 1. There it's up, and it's in. As Tracy Kessler puts it up and in. 4-2. Scotty's taking a long shot and nailing it down for a tray. And she got bottom on that one. That was Mandy Simmons. We work around the perimeter. The Scotties with the basketball, leading behind by 1 point with that tray. Scotties basketball underneath their own basket. As standing out is Misty Gray. Misty slaps the ball. She's ready to go. And over to Ira Sewell. Ira shot, no good. Chase for it over there at the last minute. Sewell tries to save it, but it doesn't cross the line, so it will be Lady Wildcats basketball to bring the length of the floor. 3:28, we are in the first period. Edmonson County leading by 1. 5-4 the Lady Scotties. Coming across on her dribbles, Mandy Simmons. She picks it up, goes, the ball slapped away. Sewell giving chase, and Sewell batted it out of bounds as the pass was intended to Meredith. So, near side backcourt as Tracy Shields steps out. The Lady Scotties are all coming forward. And one referee overrules the other, so the lady referee came the length of the floor and instructed the gentleman referee that there was a white basketball moving to the right side. Kessler, and underneath that was Crowley, but Kessler working the perimeter now. Gray. And Crowley kicks it back out to Kessler. A 3-second violation will be traveling violation. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. We played 3 minutes. Remember, 6 minutes. Over to the side to Shields. Shields goes in under Smith. Smith kicks it out, and a shot taken over there by Meredith. No good. Lady Scotty's clear. They're on the attack as Kessler dribbles out front. Moves to the left side. Looks very low, and it's going to be intercepted in there by Edmonson County Smith. Simmons with the basketball. She comes across. 5-4. Edmonson County shot no good by Simmons. Cox with the rebound. She leaves it with Kessler. Tracy comes across. Goes over to Sewell. Crowley kicks it back out. Cox had a notion, changed her mind. Goes in under to Crowley. Crowley drives the baseline, puts it up, and Crowley's got it. Laurie Crowley, 5'6", sophomore. Scotties go up by 1, 6-5. Simmons over the side to Meredith. Goes in low and put it up, and making it is Nicole Smith, and she's going to be fouled by Melanie Cox, I do believe. Yes, Melanie Cox with a personal foul. So, Edmonson County edges up by 1, and standing in at the charity stripe will be Nicole Smith. Nicole lays down a couple of dribbles, picks it up, measures the basket, lifts it up, and she's got it. A 3-point effort for Nicole Smith, as full court pressure will be applied, and standing out and inbound it's Misty Gray. She goes to Kessler. Kessler trying to move the sideline over there, over to Gray. Misty gets it across, has the ball batted out of her hands, and it's on the floor, and Gray and Simmons go after it. So a jump ball is called. The possession will go to Edmonson County. And Shields stands out. Trixie Shields inbounds it to Mandy Simmons. Mandy comes up. She's faced by Misty Gray, but she gets it quickly to Shields. Shields Cox shot no good. Melanie County with the rebound, but off her hands out of bounds, and we have a whistle underneath 51. So that'll be Heather Graham with a personal foul. Scotty's down by 2. As Kessler Moves to left side. Over here to Gray. Gray has to reach high to get it. She leaves it with Crowley in the corner. Back out on the top of the perimeter. Pass intended to Misty Gray, and stepping in and intercepting was Graham, but then Misty turns around and fouls her, so Misty Gray with a personal foul. Eight 6, Edmonson County Lady Wildcats leading the Lady Scotties. 1:06. Shot taken by Shields, no good. Battle for rebound, it's on the floor, and Cox right down there in the paint scrabbling for the basketball. I can see those youngsters go for those loose basketballs, and sometimes shows a lot of aggressiveness and hustle. And the reward's usually skinned elbows and strawberries on your knees as Crowley goes in under the low to Cox. Cox kicks it off to Sewell, and taking the shot was Gray, and we have a foul underneath. And it's going to be 5-1, and that's Heather Graham's second. Team third foul on the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats as Misty Gray stands out. She comes into Crowley. Lord puts it up, and the shot not there, and it's off of a Wildcat. The Lady Scotties basketball underneath their own basket as Misty Gray stands out. Misty's 5'5" sophomore. She slaps the ball. She's ready for them to start moving. She goes right in low to Crowley. The shot was not there, and taking it Smith for Edmonson County. Simmons approaching the timeline, and the Scotties back in a 2-1-2 zone as she coolly tries to pull them out into the floor. And now Ursula obliges by coming out. The shot taken by Shields, no good. Ball on the floor, and again Melanie Cox. Melanie Cox hustle is going to turn it into a jump ball, and it should be possession. I thought it would be possession Scotties this time, but it's going to be possession Wildcat. Into Graham. Graham back to Simmons. Shot blocked. Crowley, I do believe it was. Kessler on her dribble, and she heard footsteps behind her and hesitated momentarily. It looked like it went off of her foot out of bounds. Scotties down by Lady Scotties down by 2 with 2 seconds. 8-6. So there's only 2 seconds in this first quarter. Ball inbounded to Simmons. Time expires, and she launches one. I mean, she launched it. But it was no good, and the ladies, Wildcats, leading the Lady Scotties by a score of 8-6 at the end of the first quarter. We'll listen to the Scotty bands momentarily. So we're ready for second quarter action here at Glasgow High School as the basketball will be inbounded by Misty Gray. And I've lost my spot here. The scoring for that first quarter was Crowley with 2 field goals for 4 points, and Isla Sewell a field goal for 2 points. So henceforth the 6 points for the Lady Scotties. Edmonson County with the basketball goes in low. Ball slapped around and retrieved out there by Simmons. Taking a shot, not there was Meredith. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be taken by a new Lady Scotty in there, number 22, Melanie Moore. Amy Armstrong over on the wing now. Little Amy's a forward. She's 5'6" and a freshman. So the ball will be inbounding, taking the shot. No good on the shot put up, and it's going to be cleared off there for the Wildcats. Tracy Shields. Melanie Moore, as I mentioned in the ball game, she is a freshman. She's 5'6". Scramble for the basketball on the floor, and Scotty's going to tie her up. As in there was little Melanie Moore. Going to be taken out of bounds by Mandy Simmons. It's going to be inbounded to Shields. And slapping the ball away on a good hustling move right then was Jane Nelson into the ball game. Jane wears number 34, and also in there is Allison Vance. Ball goes high and Shields goes low with it, taking the shot, but she's going to be fouled with Heather Graham. Number 24. Little Allison Vance. She's 5'7", 14 years old, and she is in the 9th grade, a freshman. So Heather Graham, on her first attempt at this basketball game, puts it up, and she's got it. Heather Graham. Second shot up, no good, but rebounded Edmonson County is partially blocked, it looked like, by Vance. It's going to be the Lady Scotties far side mid-court. Standing out and going to inbound it. Scotties, Moore with it. Scotties down by 3 as we are in the second period. Moore around the perimeter, going in for the shot, and we have a whistle underneath. Was Jane Nelson put it up, but we have a whistle. Heather Graham picked up a personal foul as we have substitutions coming and going. Inbounds it. Moore takes the dribble, eyes it from the baseline, and left open there momentarily, and taking the shot, it wasn't there, was. Oh, look at all these Lady Scotties on here or not. I sure do miss old Jim tonight. He's at City Council meeting, incidentally. He may be out here for the varsity game. Moore with it out front. And under the shot, up and good by Jane Nelson. Jane is a 5'4" freshman. Jane Nelson. So I'm going to put Nelson down here on my scorebook as Edmonson County with the basketball. Moving it into the paint, shot up, no good. Cleared off in there by Smith. Ball on the floor and going for it, and Melanie Moore. Goes out of bounds, be the Lady Scotties far back, near side, back court to bring the length of the floor. Nelson handles, gives it back to Moore. Goes into Nelson. Nelson shot, no good. Going to be cleared off in there by Shields. On the dribble, Rick Simmons. Comes across the timeline, moves to the left. Ball's loose on the floor by Meridoff, and we have a whistle. We got a double dribble call. I've got a 42 out there for the Lady Scotties and down in it. And I don't have it on my roster. Moore moves to the right side, and we have a whistle. 22 blocking. Okay, let me see. This junior varsity roster. Who is that, Jim Spears? 42, Jamie Wheeler. I just found out from Jim Spears. With the right side, Simmons, she looks in under. She's got shields underneath there wide open, but she's covered up as Vance. Sticking close underneath there. They're denying them the paint right now. Pace goes astray, and it's going to be taken by Ashley Vance. So Ashley's bless her heart, I was talking to Ashley over at the SKAC tournament and talked quite a bit to Ashley over there, and we were talking about the cheerleaders and the competitions coming up and everything, and I was talking to a lot of the cheerleaders over there, but this is Allison. That's her sister, Allison's band. Allison's a basketball player, and Ashley's a cheerleader. As Mr. Keith Benson over there with his Scotty Pep band kicks up a little noise. Ooh, I should never have said that. Kicks up some lively music. Scoring for the Scotties so far, Ira Soule with a basket, Laura Coley with 2 baskets, and Jane Nelson with a basket. No free throws involved there. And I should have told Jim, I'm used to seeing Jamie Wheeler in her softball uniform. I knew the young lady. She's not on this roster for sure, but I've seen her play a lot of softball for Coach Tammy Witcher's or Lady Scotty's softball team. They're going to be loaded this year, so get ready for that, softball fans. Wheeler looks, puts it up, shot no good. Cleared off in there by Edmonson County's Letitia Meredith. A couple of young ladies named Meredith on this ball team. And she's going to be charged with charging. Mandy Simmons is. She lowered her shoulder and moved down to the right wing. So Jamie Wheeler will be standing out of bounds, waiting for the basketball from the official. Her basketball team down for 1 point with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second period. 9-8, Edmonson County. And traveling with the basketball, dragging her pivot foot with Melanie Moore, so it will be Edmonson County Lady Wildcats. Back court near side to bring the lead to the floor. Out front to greet her is Melanie Moore and goes over to the corner. Flashing out front to Letitia Meredith. She's going to try it. No, it's no good. Rebound taken in there by Jamie Wheeler. And goes out of bounds. Going to be Lady Wildcats basketball. They're going to have to go half court with it. It goes out in mid-court, and they get it in without much trouble. And underneath wide open was Meredith, as 3 Lady Scotties overcovered the inbounds and left Meredith open underneath. But the inlet pass to her sailed out for hands and out of bounds, be Lady Scotties basketball. Coming across Moore. Over to Wheeler. Her shot's up. No good. Ball on the floor, and Wheeler goes after it, as does Letitia Meredith. Going to be a jump ball. This time it's going to belong to the Lady Scotties as Jamie Wheeler prepares to inbound it. Vance back to Moore. Moore moves around the perimeter. She kicks it over there to Wheeler. Scotties working the out. Way out front right now is Moore dancing. She shoots. Oh, shot no good. Off the hands of a Scotty, and it will be Edmonson County basketball. Minute 25. As remember, we have a varsity Lady Scotty game coming up right after this one. This is a JV game. Coach David Johnson, junior varsity, is Moore. Crowd Simmons out there, pulls her over the corner and stepping in, and with an interception, but could not quite get her paws on it. Going out of bounds on a good move by Jamie Wheeler. So Simmons stands out. She goes real low in there to Smith. Smith shot no good. Vance with it. She pulls the dribble up. Gets it over to Moore. Melanie goes around the perimeter with it. As Vance takes a shot, looks like it's partially blocked. It's going to be taken off in there, the rebound by Trick Shield. Simmons on her dribble. Moore says hello, moves to the right side with her. Up front, Meredith. Meredith drops in the paint, puts it up. No good. Up with the rebound, and good defensive rebound. Putting it back in was Paul Smith. Full court pressure now as Vance. Vance breaks the pressure and tried to go to the free throw line and going to be called for blocking. I believe those young ladies made the basket, got the personal foul call. Yeah. 23 seconds. Edmonson County 11. Lady Scotty's 8. And there's Allison Vance, and Allison's 5'7". She's 14 years old. She is a freshman, and her first shot's up. Barely catches the lip of the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Nicole Smith. Simmons with 17 seconds. Moore on her defensively as they move to the right side. Out front to Meredith and Jamie Wheeler have a collision of sorts. And a personal foul is going to be charged to Jamie Wheeler. So it's 9 seconds. And they go back across the line, and coming up and knocking the ball out of bounds was Maria Morris, so it will be a Mississippi basketball again, but 5 seconds showing now. As they try to go in low and deflected and knocked out of bounds on a good defensive move was Allie Armstrong. She drifted back in the paint and deflected the ball out of bounds, and another kick went off the clock. 4 seconds. Left open here in the side, shot no good, taken by Meredith. Going to be rebounded in there by Jamie Wheeler. And the time expires in the first half here from Glasgow High School, as Glasgow High School pep band under Mr. Keith Vincent breaks up a Scotty fight song as the Lady Scotties retire to the dressing room for the halftime get together. The scoring for the Scotties, leading the score for the Scotties, Laura Crowley. Laura's a 5'6". She is a sophomore. She has 2 field goals. Iris Sewell has a basket. And Iris is a 5'3" sophomore. And the other scorer was Jay Nelson. She picked up a basket here in the second quarter, as the Scotties only picked up 1 basket in the second quarter, and that was owned by Jane Nelson. And Jane was the lone scorer there in the second. Like I said, 6 points came in the first period for the Scotties. But Jane is a 14-year-old, 5'4" freshman. Jane Nelson, wearing number 34. So from Scotty Jim, we're listening to the Scotty Pep Band over there. Jim, is that the A band or B band? The Scotty Band, it's such a large band. These youngsters come out and they're divided into A bands and B bands, and Jim Spears' son Wayne is in one of the bands, and I think he's in the A band. Wayne in the A band. Wayne in the A band. He's in the B band. So the A band performing tonight, Scotty Band, Pep Band. So we're going to take a few seconds break. Don't go away. Remember, we got a varsity game. We got another 12 minutes of junior varsity basketball. And again, the score is Edmonson County Lady Wildcats 11, Glasgow Lady Scotties 8. A varsity game will follow immediately following this game. So stay with us. Second half action getting ready to start here in this third period as the Lady Scotties with Coach David Johnson, the huddle, and Vicki Johnson's Edmonson County Lady Wildcats. Incidentally, not much scoring going on in that second period as Edmonson County picked up a field goal and a free throw, and the Lady Scotties picked up only one field goal, and that came by Jane Nelson. For Edmonson County, the leading point getter is Nicole Smith with 5, and Mandy Simmons has 3. Trixie Shields has 2, and Letitia Meredith has 1. Scotty's leading scorer is Lori Crowley with 4, Ira Sewell with 2, and Nelson with 2. As on the attack is Wildcat Simmons going in under their pivot underneath Nicole Smith. Just a good inlet pass to Nicole, and she was right underneath the basket as she went up over and put it in. Misty Gray comes along with it. She's still on her dribble, kicks it over here to the side. The shot's going to be put up. No good. And cleared off in there by Simmons. And I couldn't tell, there was too many bodies out there. Couldn't tell who fired underneath there. The ball's going to be thrown over Meredith's head, and it's going to go out of bounds to be the Lady Scotties basketball. So the Scotties will put it in play at mid-court. We have right at 11 minutes left in this basketball game. Remember, 6-minute quarters. Varsity plays 8. Mr. Gray inbounds it to Kessler. Kessler being defensive out there, but Simmons goes over to Sewell. We going back out front with it. Gray looking, not taking a shot was Crowley. Gray with it. Cox handles, gives it to Kessler. Taking a shot up and dropping that rascal was Ira Sewell. Ira Sewell with her second field goal, her 4th point. Scotty's down by 3, 13-10 to the Edmonson County Wildcats. Simmons goes into Smith again. Crowley fronting her. She kicks it back out front. Ain't going to let one go from the perimeter, and we have an air ball. And very wisely, Crowley lets it go out of bounds. In fact, I think she was pushing the back just a little bit right there at the last and went undetected. And she had to step out of bounds as the ball went out of bounds. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. As Gray goes in for Cox. Melanie with a turnaround shot. No good. It's going to be coming across the basketball will be the Wildcat Simmons. Mandy Simmons. Her name's not Wildcat Simmons. She's a Lady Wildcat. Mandy Simmons is her name. Goes in low to Graham. And Graham trying to get around Misty Gray. We have a lane violation against the Edmonson County Wildcats. So it'll be Scotty's basketball bring the length of the floor. Tracy Kessler. She's going to be met out there by Simmons. She goes to the left to Sewell. Coming out taking time on the post is Cox. Gray's going to let one go. Shot no good. Taken off by Smith to Simmons. Simmons holds it up out front court. As Kessler right with her. She goes out to Shields, working the perimeter out there is Meredith. Meredith kicks it in under. The ball taken away in there and controlled by Laura Crowley for the Scotties. And Tracy Kessler on the attack. She gets it over there to Sewell. Crowley. Kessler, Gray. Ball deflected. It's on the floor, and Ira Sewell gets it into Crowley. Now they're going to start everything all over again. Says, gang, that didn't work too good, so we're going to do this. As Kessler penetrates, stops, pushes it up, and on a good hustling move under there was Lori Crowley. It's their ball, and she knocked it back into play. She still out of notion. And Smith comes in, and Smith still in control of the basketball, but misses her shot, gets her own rebound, and coming up trying to help out was Melanie Cox, and Melanie picked up a personal foul. That was a little 5'9" sophomore. So we have a timeout on the floor with 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in this third period of this junior varsity basketball game. Lady Scotties. And the scores Edmonson County Wildcats 13, Glasgow Lady Scotties 10. Scotties have gotten on the scoreboard by Ira Sewell's jump shot. Scotties have garnered one field goal this third period. Edmonson County has not answered yet, as they are scoreless here in the third. Now that wore my pencil marks out in the scorebook, I'll tell you that right now. Nobody in any serious foul trouble. Standing in is Nicole Smith. As she has 2 free throws. She takes aim, pulls the trigger, kicks back to her, and no good, off the back of the rim. Lays down about 3 dribbles. She's going to measure it again. She puts it up, and it's same place, only a little bit under that one, and off the lip of the rim again. Picking up a loose ball, Shields. Shields stops. She shoots. No good. Rebounded back inside, kicked back inside. Shot there by Graham was no good. And with it, Smith, Shields shoots, and going up and taking it is Allison Vance. Little Allison, a freshman, is on the move and driving Melanie Moore. She loses control and is going to be taken in there by Smith. She leaves it with Simmons. Simmons on the attack, 13-10 with a minute 57. In this third period, Simmons moves to the left. She has more with her. Leaving open momentarily. Shot no good was Meredith. Put up, rebound, no good. Shields got it. It's on the floor. Smith now. Who's got it? Lady Scotties Armstrong picked it up and put it up and dropping it through was Shane Nelson. Picks up her second basket. And under, shot taken by Graham, no good. We have the full, well, we have our 2 cameras there for this evening, and our director, David Bowie, is back from some of his missionary work, and he's been able with us, so we're here present for this JV game, and David just reminded me over the earphones that if it was a high-scoring game, I couldn't keep up with it. One of the better games that I think we ever did was David and I went up and played Tick Walker from up Hart County. David and I went up, and I did the audio, and David did the video with one camera, and we had that's when Stockton won the ball game with about 1 second left on the clock. Scotty's down by 1. He launched one down there from Green River, and it just simply ripped the net off. And of course, Hart County, they're not used to losing that last year, and they surely weren't used to losing in their own gymnasium. And I tell you, it was just like pandemonium broke out on the Scotty side, of course, but boy, they sat over there, I guess, when we tore down and left, they were still sitting over there, stunned, shocked, speechless. I mean, quite a ball game. And David, there was a lot of scoring going on in that ball game, and I did do both of them that game. So there's the first shot taken up by Nicole Smith, no good, with 51 seconds left. He's only down by 1. Nicole's trying to change that and put them down by 2, but she's not going to do it. It's going up and getting the rebound as Allie Armstrong. The defensive rebound is on attack for Moore. Armstrong with it, has the ball slapped out of her hand. She gets it to Moore. Moore lays down a dribble, looks at the basket to change her mind, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds. Let's see who it's going to be whistled with the errant foot there, and it's going to be the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats basketball. It's Moore. It's Garden Simmons on the inbounds, and it's going to go off the hands of Graham. Was David Johnson playing two platooning more or less, his young ladies? And both of them were. Both platoons are doing real well there as Scotty's down by 1 point. Trying to move Armstrong. They won't give her the baseline, so Moore dribbles into one and back around the perimeter. Armstrong's going to take it. Ooh, shot not there and cleared off in there for Edmonson County by Meredith. Allison Van, Traylon Simmons. Motion about reaching in, changes her mind. Simmons going to launch it. No good as the time has expired in the third period with the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats still enjoying a 1-point lead, 13-12 here from Glasgow High School Gymnasium. We'll have one more quarter of basketball left, and then we'll take just a very, very short breather and check on our scorebook and for the next game, which will be a Lady Wildcat and Lady Scotty varsity game. So 13-12, Edmonson County in that third quarter. Only field goals with Iris Sewell and Jane Nelson for the Lady Scotty. And in the third period, the Lady Wildcat picked up one field goal, and that was by Nicole Smith. So Scotty's outscored by two points there in the third period. As coming across Melanie Moore into shot taken over there by Jane Nelson. No good. Taken off in there by the Wildcats. Simmons with it. Simmons moves to the right. Shields gets it down under and up. Smith with the shot. No good. Allison Vance battles for the rebound. And we have a whistle underneath. 5-0. That'd be Nicole Smith. That's Nicole's second personal foul. As coming across Melanie Moore, she stops, goes over to Nelson. Ball on the floor. Nelson after it. Allison Vance picks it up. Allison got it. Allison Vance. Scotty's go 1 point ahead here. And Simmons still on her dribble, Moore with her, and the ball's deflected and taken away and underneath there by Allie Armstrong. Allie leaves it over there with Melanie Moore. Melanie comes to the ball. She's looking into Edmonson County zone. A shot taken by and out of bounds by Jane Nelson. It's going to be the Wildcats basketball. Bring the length of the floor. Lady Scotty's in full court pressure right now. And getting her hand on it was Moore. But Simmons controlled. She's got Meredith open underneath here and taken away in there. Moore has it batted away. She's still in control of it. She gets across the timeline. Vance with it. Moore. Moore moves to the top of the key. Goes over to Nelson. Armstrong all the way back out as she goes in the paint and put it up was Jane Nelson. Shot no good. Rebounded in underneath there, and let's see. Who's that underneath? Allie Armstrong it was. Massive bodies out there. With the rebound, but that's who's, yeah, she was hammered underneath there. So little Allie will be kind of the free throw line. She's a 5'6", 15-year-old freshman for the Lady Scottish JVs as she lays down 2 or 3 dribbles. Gives it a little spin, puts it up, little shy with it as it went off the front. It's the second one that's up, rattles and comes off into the hands of Nicole Smith. Smith trying to end down to Meredith and scooping in there on a good interception. was Moore for the Scotties. Moore with the dribble, pulls it up, leads it over there to Nelson. Nelson's shot's not going to be, and making a good effort to try to keep it alive and well, but a little too late with Allie Armstrong. Ball loose. Taken by Wheeler. Leaves it with Moore out front. Looking into a Edmonson County 2-3. Ball deflected, knocked out of bounds. It will be Scotties will retain the possession. And the Scotties 1 point over Edmonson County, 14-13. With 3:53 left in this fourth and final period, and Moore's open off the glass. No good. Taken by Wildcats. Minnie Simmons. Wheeler applying a little pressure. Now Moore's going to greet her. She runs over in the corner and lofts it in under, evidently for Shields in the paint there, but it sails over Shields' head out of bounds, so James Wheeler will be inbounding it. And we got the mass substitution of 5 new young ladies will be coming in. Sending out is Misty Gray wearing number 30, and then she'll be inbounding Tracy Kessler. Underneath the Edmonson County goal as the Scotties have to bring it full court. Tracy comes across the timeline. She's going to go to the top of the key. She goes into the paint to Cox. Cox gets it back out. Kessler with it. No good. Good effort in there, but it's going to be in vain, but a hustling move by Misty Gray. She tried to make the save. Scotty's in full court pressure. And they got Smith back here, and she goes over to Graham, and Graham's going to be fouled by Misty Gray. And as they went over the press, team 4th foul for the Lady Scotties, as standing under is Meredith. She's handed the ball. She gets it over to Graham, and Graham and Misty have a collision out there, and they're going to say Misty blocked her out. So Misty wasn't going to give her that baseline. So Scotties pick up their 4th, and of course Misty picked up 2 quick free, 2 personal fouls there for her 3rd personal foul, team 4th. Tracy Kessler with a foul. So quickly the Scotties go from 2 team fouls to 3 team fouls here in a matter of 3 seconds off the clock. Ball batted around loose. Picked up by Crowley. Crowley being cut off by Meredith, Latasha Meredith that is. And Latasha just got a little too aggressive and rode plumb out of the sideline over here as standing in under Misty Gray inbounds. Crowley had a notion, changes her mind. She's double team, and Smith reached around and tied her up. Put her hand on the basketball long enough for the referee to say there was a jump ball. So bringing it the length of the court will be the Wildcats. So standing out is Shields for Edmonson County. Scotty's in a pressing defense as they try to go along with it again. But back is Crowley. Crowley with Smith. Smith goes in, puts a shot up, no good. Cleared off by Tracy Kessler for the Scotties. She's on the move. She goes all the way across to Crowley. Crowley, beautiful layup, but she took steps, bless her heart. But she had fun out of it. She's grinning like a mouse in a cheese plant. And it did look good, but she just took a little stutter step there. And here comes another bomb. Uncontested, the Scotties get it as great. Comes over to Crowley. And under to Cox. Cox spins, turns, puts it off the glass. No good. Rebounded in there by Smith. And stepping in and tied her up is Crowley. Little Laurie Crowley. Seemed like they had the last jump ball out of bounds. I hear our director out there hollering, says, yes, they did, yes, they did. And then Misty Gray with it on the intercepted inbounds. Kessler with it. Tracy moves back deep. She steps in and eyeing the situation over, gives over to Sewell. Drifting over the corners, Crowley. Kessler to Gray to Sewell. And under to Crowley. Crowley has it taken out of her hands by Edmonson County, and Simmons on the dribble. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Launching a bomb out there was Mandy Simmons, and that was just a pretty close to 3-point NBA range. So Jane Nelson then, wearing number 34, replacing Ira Sewell. Inbounds to Smith. Smith tries to move on Crowley. Crowley won't let her, and going in and taking the rebound was Cox, Melanie Cox. Kessler. Gray with it, and the ball's on the floor as it was knitted in there for Melanie Cox, and we have a jump ball. Surely this one will go to the Scotties, unless somebody, I believe there's going to be a personal foul called. I don't know. Well, it's going to be given to the Scotties on the alternate possession. So standing out, Crowley with it. Nelson. Or Nelson's going to take the shot. It was given to her, but wasn't there. And Crowley tried to put it back up. No good. Taken off in there by Shields, Trixie Shields. So Edmonson County's time to take it out. A minute and 37 seconds. Scotties by 1 point, 14 to 13. There goes another home run. Intercepted to the Scotties. Moore rebounded in there and going down. See what they call her, Jane Nelson. So Edmonson County with a personal foul, and they want a timeout. So it's a timeout on the floor. The Lady Scotties leading by 1 point, 14 to 13, over the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats, and we have a minute 29 seconds left in this basketball game here from the Scotty Gymnasium. Band needs to be cranking up over there, Spears. I just talked to the Scotty Athletic Director out here, Mr. Terry Flatt. Of course, we always like to recognize the school officials, school superintendent of Glasgow Independent Schools, Dr. Dwayne Kennett. Of course, the principal out here at Glasgow High Schools, Mr. Harry Rucker, assistant principal Jim Nelson, and athletic director Terry Flatt. We always like to thank them for letting us be a part of Scotty basketball and being so gracious to us out here so that we can bring you on a delayed basis the basketball at high school basketball. Here is the rebound taken by Edmonson County. Edmonson County and Meredith, Latasha, I guess it would be. It's going to be Lady Scotty's basketball is Tracy Kessler. Stands out, and she kicks it into Melanie Moore. Moore met by Simmons. Over to Kessler. Kessler shot, no good. Cox with a rebound. And they said little Melanie traveled with it. She looked like she was boosted along there by a couple of bodies. Edmonson County, Shields inbounded to Simmons. She's the main ball handler for the Lady Wildcats. As Moore stands in front of her, she loses her dribble. Moore picks it up. Moore on the drive, and Moore is fouled by 2 arms and 1 leg there. Number Meredith. We really got tangled up with her, trying to spoil Little Melanie Moore's layup attempt. She'll have 2 free throws. She's only 14 years old, freshman. Stands 5'6". Pulls the trigger on the first one. Little Stout kicks off the back with 1 minute exactly left in this ball game. Lady Scotty's leading by 1. Melanie can give them a 2-point advantage here, but it's about the same place. But and a good move in there, grabbing the ball away was Tracy Kessler. So I don't know what's called a jump ball or traveling on Tracy, but anyway, it's going to be Edmonson County's basketball to bring the length of the court. Is checking into the ball game is Jenny Wheeler, and she's going to be replacing Melanie Cox. As standing in and intercepting was Jenny Wheeler. And up with a spin move and dropping it in is Tracy Kessler. 16-13 Scotties. As Crowley defends down there, the shot up, almost, but it wasn't to be, and it's going to be Edmonson County's basketball. Very dangerous move when you go for trying to slap one in on the opponent's end of the court, because sometimes you go right back to a wide open person. Scotty defense going to rise to the occasion here with 36 seconds. Ball deflected, and the shot put up off the glass too hard, off of Moore's hands. Hustling over there and taking it to Simmons, and Moore's guarding a little too closely, and she's going to be charged with a personal foul. Team 6 foul, so from now on, every foul the Scotties commit will be a 1-and-1 situation for Edmonson County. So ball's inbound off of Smith's hands, and just out hustling there on a good move was Laurie Crowley. Scotties basketball with 21 seconds left, and we have a personal foul in back court. 16-13 Lady Scotties. Natasha Meredith, the lone substitute that started the game on the bench, picked up a personal foul for the Lady Wildcats. We have a timeout on the floor with the Lady Scotties enjoying a 3-point lead here, 16-13 with 21 seconds remaining in this junior varsity basketball game. Remind you that Coach Richard Howell and his Lady Scotties will be taking the floor immediately following this game, and will be facing the Edmonson County Lady Wildcats under Coach Jimmy Russell. Pretty good size basketball team. The varsity does. They start a 6'2" at center. Good size at guard, 5'8", 5'6". Forwards 5'8" and 5'9". So size-wise, they should stack up pretty well with the Lady Scotties. Well, we've got 21 seconds left in this game, as Jamie Wheeler inbounded. Wildcats started naturally when it touched Kessler's hand. Showing 14 seconds right now, and moving in and fouling Jamie Wheeler. Will be Smith. Nicole's quite a rebounder for the Lady Wildcats. She's picked up her 4th personal foul, so with 13 seconds. Wheeler pulls the trigger. She's got it. She'll have another. Jamie takes aim. Puts it up. Yes. Very, very good free throws, and very important free throws. I'm going to flick it out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Laurie Crowley. And Laurie, as she did so, ran into a Wildcat over there. So with a 1-1 situation, that's a 17 foul. We have a timeout on the court for the coach. David Johnson wants a timeout. With a timeout with 12 seconds. We'll resume play. It will be Edmonson County at the free throw line. But right now, the Scotties leading 18-13 in the waning seconds of this Sherwood Varsity basketball game here from Scotty Gymnasium. I missed a field goal someplace here for the Scotties, or a free throw or something. I was only counting 16 points on my scorebook. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. I surely am. I got little Jane Nelson with 2 field goals. I've got Allison Vance with a field goal. And I've got Jamie Wheeler with 2 free throws. Lori Crowley with 2 field goals. Iris Sue with 2 field goals. Nicole Smith standing in. I'll get with official score and clarify the official scoring. I've picked that other 2 points up. It's free throws, I believe, before the varsity game starts. So we have a foul over there as Crowley was hammering over in the corner. And up on her real quickly was Latisha Meredith. So Latasha picks up her 3rd and will be sending a 1-and-1 penalty situation as Laurie Crowley, 5'6" sophomore. Sending in to give her Scotties a added cushion right here. She lays down a couple of drills, takes aim, lets it fly. She's got it. She gets a round of 5s out there. She readies herself for the second one. Lifts it up. Yes. Laurie Crowley. Scotties by score of 20-13 with had 10 seconds on the clock. Of course, it never does a tick when it touches no hands and it sails out of bounds on this left sideline over here. So Wheeler inbounds it. Crowley lays it off the glass, too hard, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath, shot taken again, but 3 seconds remain. And Scotties basketball needs their own goal. Wheeler. Crowley, no good. And that's the basketball game. The basketball game here at Scotty Gymnasium, the Lady Scotties Junior Varsity, with a win over the Edmonson County Wildcats Junior Varsity by a score of 20-13. A little reluctant I missed, like I said, I will clarify it later on, but we missed 2 points there. But anyway, I'll let you know later in this second game what it was. Iris Soul had 4 points. Laurie Crowley had 2 points. Jamie Wheeler had 2 points. Allison Vance, 2 points. Jane Nelson with 4 points. That's the way I have it. I think I'm 2 points shy. I will clarify it later. So don't go away as we're going to enjoy momentarily band director Keith Benson's Scotty pep down over there. So we've got a varsity game coming up here just in a matter of moments.